needs a consensus. The Igbo need diversity of opinions, perspectives, and ideas that will be subject to discourse and debate by the vibrant, knowledgeable, and independent-minded. These discourses and debates can sometimes be acerbic, discordant, and cacophonous. They must respect the right of dissenters and iconoclasts to their loud and acidic mouth and unruly and caustic pens, even in profanity of the scared, violation, the sacrosanct, and debasement, the exalted, far from the contentious controversies and clamor of free speech. Societal vitality and virality are strengthened and the public good flourishes. A people's collective mind is enlightened, their intellectual horizon widened, their freedom nourished, and their creative energy stimulated and unleashed. A consensus appreciates all the contending viewpoints, thoughts, and convictions, sieves through them, and charts a common denominator. It provides the overreaching ideology and political and philosophical foundation for a people's collective politics. It gives them a unified sense of purpose, thus nudging proponents of different political persuasions and convictions, liberals and conservatives, communists and capitalists, nihilists and anarchists, conformists and dissenters, etc., towards a common political goalpost. Neither the Hausa Fulani nor the Yoruba speak with one voice. The political conservatism of Ahmadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, and Shehu Shagari was not in conformity with the quasi-liberal politics of Aminu Kano, Abubakar Rimi, and Balarabe Musa. However, the North has a consensus, northern hegemony. Some of the most ardent critics of the Olusegun Obasanjo president were Yoruba. Mashood Abiola and Olusegun Obasanjo were not Afrikaners of Obafemi Awolowo and were quite vociferous in their announcement of him. And in 1999, two Yoruba, Obasanjo and Olufalaye, were set against one another by rival power brokers. However, irrespective of their political hooks and bent, the Yoruba have a consensus. S.G. Ikoku once called it Yoruba Irindetism. Before the Civil War, the Igbo had a consensus, steadfast commitment to a united Nigeria. This was informed by the incontestable fact that the Igbos are the number one beneficiaries of one Nigeria. We are hamstrung by scarcity of land. We have a population density more than 3 times that of the Southwest. It is a problem further compounded by the large tracts of infertile land in Igbo land. Our admirable qualities of adventurism, bargaining industriousness, and restless entrepreneurial spirit were to unyielding spill beyond our regional confines, therefore operating within our expanded frontier one Nigeria is to our advantage. This earlier consensus was splendid. It proved marvelous. We acquired a preponderant influence across the entire range of the Nigerian social life, federal bureaucracy, academia, business, and the professions, and the Igbo-dominated political parties. National Council of Nigerian Citizens (NCNC) controlled 2 eastern and midwestern of the 4 regions that made up Nigeria and was also part of the ruling coalition at the federal government. Our dazzling overall success elicited a cry of Igbo domination from the other ethnic groups of Nigeria. Ojukwu's declaration of Biafra repudiated this earlier consensus. With the war, his Biafranism provoked the Igbo tumble off a pedestal of success, pride, and even arrogance, and triumphalism went into an abyss of death, defeat, sorrow, depossession, self-pity, and persecution, complex in many ways, especially psychologically and attitudinally. Biafranism set us back by more than 100 years. Moreover, the fear and distrust of other Nigerians, the Biafran propaganda instilled in us leave us paranoid and bitter and longing for Biafra. Thus, we reject reality, Nigeria, and grasp at shadow, Biafra, which make it impossible for us to experience the full depth and dimensions of our political and social lives in Nigeria. For a consensus, the Igbo must choose between Nigeria and Biafra. We cannot simultaneously be Nigerians and Biafrans, that is, both consummate insiders and irreparable outsiders. A bona fide and consummate Nigerians, we are campaigning for an Igbo president of Nigeria, and at the same time, as unabashed Biafrans, repudiating Nigerian and agitating to secede from Nigeria. According to an Igbo saying, if you are pursuing two bushmeat, at the same time, you will lose the two. If we choose Biafra, we will then completely reject Nigeria and devote all our energies and efforts to the actualization of Biafra. This will involve the resignation of all the Igbos in the service of the Nigerian government, including the military, withdrawal of all the Igbos from the politics, including every election of Nigeria, massive exodus of Ndigbo from across Nigeria to Biafra land, and the channeling of all our economic, political, diplomatic, and martial resources towards the attainment of Biafra. If, on the other hand, we choose Nigeria, we will then utterly abandon Biafranism, banish the proponent of Biafra from Igbo land, direct all our resources to the destruction of Biafranism, and also fully support the federal government in a ruthless extirpation of Biafranism. Without this momentum's choice, we will remain in our present political ambivalence and its attendants continued misdirection and frittering away of our emotional, sentimental, and political energies. We will continue to shoot ourselves in the feet as new Biafranism continues to squander the goodwill and political capital we need to fully gain the trust of other Nigerians and possess all our rights and entitlements in Nigeria, including the presidency. Very key, and that is what they need to drive. And if they come together just like this, consensus for me is getting the best and presenting the best on any of the political platforms, especially the two major ones. While the clamor for obedience that is ongoing, especially on the social media, one person cannot fight this battle. We need the support of all Igbo sons and daughters to make this a reality. Coming together, we make it a reality. What is your opinion about this? Kindly make it known as you support my page.